Minnesota. We're here at an RV park that is also a marina. I mean, check out this view. Isn't this gorgeous? This is the view that's outside our front window, the Airstream. We opened up the curtains this morning. This is what we got to see. Stunning, stunning view. And look at, there's the bridge, I forget what they call it, but it's like an elevator bridge that goes up and down. Pretty amazing. Never been on anything like that. Most of you know we're actually from Port Huron, Michigan, and Port Huron, small town that it is, actually has three drawbridges. Well, hey, for those of you that have seen the Quentin Tarantino movie, 3. 1, 2, 3, right? Isn't that how the movie worked? Anyway, this is a beautiful town. In fact, let me flip around just before some people start walking by. Hello, Mike. Right there. There's Gemini parked right here. And you can see the other stream. Airstream's right along here as well. But again, our view right here. And I'm going to try to be really careful here as I walk. I don't think I should walk backwards. A lot of you know I used to do photography work professionally, and one of the jobs that I had in Coldwater is I actually was the photography for a live theater, Tibbetts Opera House in Coldwater, Michigan. And I needed to get a shot of people for the newspaper, and so I took one more step back to get the better shot, and my right foot went off the stage and into the orchestra pit, and so did I, and I fell right there. The orchestra instruments were all there except for the one instrument that wasn't there when I fell. And I went all the way down to the pit and land right there. Ah, you know where I am, yeah. Yeah, it is pretty awesome and it's a gorgeous day. Anyway, I fell right into the orchestra pit. Any guesses on the instrument that wasn't there? It was the drum set. The drummer happened to have taken his drum set home the night before for the rehearsal. So it wasn't there, either that or he hadn't brought it in yet. It's, you know, this is in the 1970s. This was a long time ago, right around 1980, 78, 1980, right in there somewhere. Anyway, one step back and blam in the orchestra pit. So I don't want to do one step back and splash into the harbor right here. How many people we have right here? Just 3 and only 1 thumbs up? Okay, well, we'll keep talking and all. They say you got to be on for about 5 minutes for this thing to actually show up in a lot of people's feed. But we actually had a really short drive day to get here. It was only 1 hour drive to get here yesterday. We were really, really close, but it was pretty hairy coming in through the city and a lot of really narrow roads. And that bridge, if you weren't here when I was talking about it, this bridge is actually an elevator bridge that goes up and down. So, and we had to wait. It was up, we pulled up, and then they lowered it down. And then we got to drive across, but it's pretty narrow. But after driving through construction in Shreveport, Louisiana, this was actually a piece of cake. But I still don't like urban driving, not much fun. Anyway, we made it over and got ourselves parked, which was pretty exciting as it was, trying to get ourselves, you know, tucked right into this little space, and may have come up with some ideas to get a little better parking, because that ProPride hitch sometimes makes things a little difficult. We've got to be like in line perfectly for that ProPride hitch to unhitch and to hook up. And so I think I need to do some practice runs and do some experimentation and just learning about some stuff. What happened was I had to be at an angle. The truck had to be at an angle in order to fit in to this little snug space. You can see it's pretty snug in through here to pull in. So again, that's our, right there is the Airstream, and right there is our truck. We're in the second spot. And anyway, I was at a bit of an angle and I couldn't drop the foot off the front jack because it was in the way. And yeah, I always take the foot off because it's big and those equalizer bars are in the way, and more often than not, it is in the way. So I take the foot off whenever we leave anywhere, and then I put it back on. But just the jack itself, the bar from the jack itself was gonna hit one of those bars. So I had to keep maneuvering a lot until I got everything enough in line we could drop that front jack. But I think I can actually just take the pressure off of them before I drop the foot, and I should be able to move those equalizer, the weight distribution bars, a little bit. And that should take care of that. But anyway, for those of you who joined late, we are actually in Duluth, Minnesota, making our way. It's 2 more days. Today is Wednesday, the 19th. We're going to arrive at Minot, North Dakota for the Airstream International on Friday morning. In fact, Friday drive day, we have to be ready to go, and we're leaving where we're staying at 6 a.m. 6 a.m. to make sure we can get to the fairgrounds where the Airstream International will be held. We need to get there by about 7:30. Good morning. Did you have a restful night?
Yeah, it was really nice.
Yeah.
Almost had to shut the windows down a little bit.
Yeah, we did. We actually, I think,
Breeze coming in here.
yeah, Michelle is a little more tender, so she actually had the heat on last night. We were running heat pumps. Yeah, where our blood is really thin now. To let you know, what's actually happening right now is there are a whopping 8 people on. I'm actually live streaming on YouTube right now. Are you guys uncomfortable with that? Or are you okay with that?
We're totally okay.
You're okay with that?
But I can tell you at 1:45, the Barclay went by.
Oh yeah?
Not at 5. It was parked probably, or
one of the big freighters.
yeah. And I just happened to know.
Let me come around this way.
I've looked, and why is the skyline?
We're glad you're here.
Why are the skyline lights moving? And it wasn't. It was real quiet. They never put a horn up or anything, but they went under the bridge at 1:45.
Okay.
And it was like scheduled for 5, but
1:45. So you never know. Do you have one of those tracking apps for the freighters?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I looked, and there it was. And there's another boat that was steaming this way, but it stopped, and it's parked out here. So
it was supposed to come in at 7.
Mm-hmm.
We had our coffee ready and everything to come out and watch, and it's such a disappointment it stopped. For whatever reason, we don't know if they are timed when they can come in to pick up a lot. I'm sure it all is a timing thing.
Probably.
But how cool is this area we've been at?
It is really nice. It is really nice. A little challenge to get in tight spots, and I've been thinking about it's going to be a little challenge for all of us to get out.
Yeah.
Well,
you know,
especially if people park in these
spots
here.
Yeah, because we gotta unfold a certain way. Like I'm concerned about
making the turn.
His truck. You know, that my butt might swing around.
Yeah.
Maybe whenever someone's ready, they kind of just get out.
Yeah.
That way. But the other part of our crew who's parked here won't use the facilities, but we will probably.
Oh, the dump station?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got to go scope that out because it looked difficult. It looks tight.
Well, yeah, you have to kind of pull out into the street just a bit, but there's a long hose. So.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. And
well, are you having a good time?
I'm having a great time.
I know we are too.
This is our first ever caravan, and it's gonna be first international, so we are really enjoying it.
So we shared. This is our first caravan as well, but second international.
Okay.
It's so fun. We love it.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're in it. We love the Airstream lifestyle.
Yeah. See,
So.
you're this close to going full time. Just sell everything. You sell everything you own.
I know.
And you can be there.
Are you part of the meet and greet thing? Okay.
Yeah, we'll be in the meet and greet.
I'm gonna try to maybe.
Yeah, so there's actually now 3 things. There is the content creator meet and greet, which is just like an open house, you know, and BYOB kind of stuff. So there's that. Then
so people can come if they're watching. Or 8 people can come.
We're still at 8.
We're still at 8. Bring some friends. Call your friend, text your friends and say, get on.
I mean, Minot, North Dakota, it's just around the corner. It's really close by, right?
That's it.
But yeah, so the meet and greet is on Saturday. And then on Monday, I think it is, I have to look at the calendar, and the calendar's in this thing right here. So it's hard to do.
Wow.
But I think it's Monday. It's a panel discussion. Will be a panel, and there's actually a form for questions to ask beforehand if you want, just to speed things up, because everybody's always shy and always at the end. Then there's all kinds of stuff. But yeah, so more of a panel discussion. Meet and greet's about an hour and a half. Panel discussion theoretically is an hour, but it might be
Hi, Tom.
more than that because there's no one right after us. And then if you listen to Chris and Gina, which is the Riveted podcast, they just announced they're having a happy hour on, I think it's Wednesday. Anyway, it's a day that we're actually doing golf carts, Michelle and I. So we can come like to the first half hour of their thing. So Chris and Gina, you went right over top of us when you did that. But anyway, so but actually what we could do is we could do the golf carts and we could take people to
there you go.
the thing.
See,
here's
we
the
always
Yeah.
can adapt. We
right,
always
go
can
find
adapt.
Go find the trash?
Find the trash.
Okay. All right.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thanks.
Have fun.
Thank you.
Okay.
So what a great Airstream, what a great community this is, you know. And in fact, that's been one of the great things on the caravan. There's 12 of us, 12 Airstreams all traveling together. And some people, like they had their propane regulator fail. And so we all got together, we all tried to work on it, and we finally isolated it was their propane regulator, and they've now got that fixed. You know, it's one of those things that can just happen. Someone else had a blown tire, and we all came to that. One of our people that was actually on the caravan flew a drone and into a tree, and it was stuck about 40 feet up in the air, and then was able to be rescued. We kind of all came together to that incredibly dumb person who flew a drone for a few seconds blind and crashed it about 40 feet up in a tree. We came together and got some, taped a couple poles together, and we were able to reach up about 40 feet in the air and knock it out of the tree, and watched it crash all the way to the ground. It's pretty interesting, but the footage was really important. That was the main thing, is to get that SD card out of there. Anyway, well, we've been prattling on. We're about 12 minutes right now. But again, those of you who came on a little late, gorgeous area, Duluth, Minnesota, at the harbor. And let me get right there, the bridge. It's like an elevator bridge that goes up and down. When we had to, we came across that to come in, and we're going to be going across that to leave as well. So elevator bridge goes up and down, very tight, very narrow, and really interesting. In fact, of course, to get here, as far as we are, we started in central northern Michigan at Hartwick Pines State Park, and then it traveled north and across the Mackinac Bridge. And I know some of you are kind of freaky about the Mackinac Bridge. It's really long and it's got the grading and all this. You know, who was that, Jim? Yeah, oh, laughing face, ha 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 ha. Michelle knows my problem always with names, and especially in performative mode like this, that I can't, you know, this, my brain has Teflon in it. Don't forget to walk across the street to get to the sandy beach. I don't think we're going to be doing that. So, because we're leaving fairly soon. It's about 9 o'clock, and my watch thought I was talking to it. We're leaving soon, and so there won't be much time for exploring. We got to figure out the dump station here and everything. I'd like to dump the tanks here, and to see, just so I don't have to carry that extra weight. We can go another day without a problem with the storage in the black tanks, but anyway, it'd be nice to dump the tanks. Yeah, just 9 o'clock because all the alerts are coming on the phone and everything. But it's been really nice being able to take all of you along with me, or us, I shouldn't say me, all of us, and on this really nice journey. Let's, no, I haven't crashed. It went away. The things pop up and I got to be looking at it. So, but anyway, but let's walk out on here a little bit. In fact, I'll even flip the camera around like that. Look at this. Look at this. You know, what's really nice is this feels really familiar. Port Huron, where Michelle and I are from, is very much a water community, and we have a lot of boat docks like this. What highway are you taking North Dakota, if I may ask? You know what? RV Life knows the highway that we're taking. Since RV Life knows the highway we're taking, Jim doesn't have to know the highway we're taking. So I say, here's where we're going. The route is already all plotted, and then I press the button to go, and RV Life, we call her Starfish, she says, let's go. And that's it, we go on. By the way, Michelle and I, we use RV Life for all of our trip planning and routing and GPSing when we're driving a truck. Really like it. It makes sure we can't go anywhere that we can't go because we programmed in the length and the height and everything of the Airstream and the truck, so it won't take us anywhere that we can't go. Michelle then, as navigator, also runs usually Apple Maps. So we have that as well. And we get different information from the two apps as far as that goes. It's really nice because Apple Maps will say, you know, stay in the second lane from left. And then you're going along and all of a sudden, like RV Life doesn't tell you that, but it will, so I'll look into that. RV Life doesn't necessarily tell you where, what lane to stay in, but all of a sudden she comes up and says, well, turn left and all. And what's really fun, every now and then they're in total sync. And so I have both RV Life and maps giving the exact same information where and how to turn at the same time. Better view of the bridge from here. Check this out. Look at that. Look at that right there. Right there. Really pretty. Hey, I wonder if I flip this around. Let's come around this way again. There we go. If it'll let me do, no, I cannot do the different lenses. I'm still getting used to what this is, and I don't think it'll let me, oh, look at that, I can zoom in, check that out. Right there, a lot of fun. And you can see the bridge part, this part right here, that actually raises up and down. It's like an elevator, and it can go all the way up and then come down as well. And it was, when we went across it yesterday, it was actually in the, oh, look at this. Here comes a boat. It was actually up, and so we had to wait for it to come down so we could, oh, what a gorgeous shot. Look at this. Look at that. Man, I live for shots like that. Look at that, people waving. Okay, oh, and there, see, they're just, and the seagulls are back. They're okay now. Now, see, I got distracted, you know, squirrel. Anyway, so I forgot what I was talking about, but that's okay. But it's a great trip so far. Beautiful, beautiful place to be, and really great group. In fact, Michelle and I were talking, this is our first ever caravan, and it's like, you know what? I think we want to do this again. And this caravan is about getting from somewhere to somewhere. So it's all about the travel. It's not really about the experiences until we get to international. But there are other caravans that are a much slower roll. And so we're starting to discuss that and see maybe we can roll that in somehow to our experience. And anyway, I think it'll be something a little different to do. Normally we're a little more freedom in our travel during our travel days and that. And quite frankly, it can be expensive because a lot of times the caravans you're staying in, the RV resorts, which are pricey and are not really our thing. That we do a lot of boondocking now that we're really set up for that and stuff. But yeah, we got a little noise right now. The boat that just went by is actually coming in. Oh, that's cute. Name of the boat is Angler Management. No. Well, I think I'm gonna make it my way back. Done enough of this live streaming, playing around stuff, and making our way back to our Airstream named Gemini, and make sure we're all packed up and all set to go. Nobody else is really moving real fast to get out of here. Checkout time is at 11 here. It's fairly early. So 11, it's 9:05 here in Central Time right now. But anyway, I think we still got to get ourselves ready to go, and I got to go scope out the dump situation because it looks like it's out in the street, and I'm not sure I want to do that, but it's got to work, right? This is an RV park. It's got to work somehow. All right, I'm going to sign off. Thanks so much for being with us. Thanks for coming along with us on this crazy journey. Talk to y'all later.